Ma'am, could I please have a slice of cake? Grace hesitated. I'm sorry, she said softly. Today is my first day open. I don't even know if I can. The elderly woman lowered her eyes. Her hands trembled slightly as she held the counter. I understand, she whispered. I'm just very hungry. Those words struck Grace's heart like a sudden weight. And in the moment she reached for the cake knife, she had no idea that this single choice was about to change her life forever. Her name was Grace Miller, 35 years old. After months without work, she had poured every last dollar she had into opening a tiny cake shop on a quiet street corner. That morning, before unlocking the door, she stood alone in the empty room and whispered a prayer. God, this shop is yours. If it's your will, please bless it. She took a deep breath and arranged the cakes with care. That's when the door opened. An elderly woman stepped inside, frail, dressed in worn clothes, shoes scuffed thin. Her hair was tied back neatly, though time had clearly been unkind. Ma'am, she said politely, could I have something to eat? Grace felt her chest tighten. It's my very first day, she replied gently. I haven't sold anything yet. Then a quiet thought filled her heart. Give her your best. Grace smiled. Please, have a seat. She sliced a generous piece of cake, poured a warm drink, and placed it gently on the table. The old woman shook her head softly. The cake is enough, she said. Thank you. She ate slowly, carefully, as though each bite carried meaning. When she finished, she stood up, straightened her shawl, and her voice suddenly changed, steady, certain. Where I am going, she said quietly, cars cannot reach, and planes cannot take you there either. Grace froze. The woman lifted her eyes toward the ceiling, as if listening to something unseen. Then she looked back at Grace and said calmly, Tonight this place will be filled. You will sell more than you ever expected. This shop has been noticed. She smiled once more, turned, and walked out. And just like that, she was gone. Grace stood still, unsure of what had just happened. Until evening. Around 9 p.m., the street began to change. Cars slowed down, people stopped. A line formed, then grew, stretching all the way down the block. That night, every single cake sold out. When Grace finally locked the door, she collapsed behind the counter, tears falling freely. Thank you, Lord, she whispered. I know you haven't forgotten me. Sometimes God doesn't enter our business, our home, or our life through loud miracles. Sometimes He comes quietly, disguised as a hungry stranger, testing your heart before blessing your hands. If you believe kindness and faith open doors, comment God.